Let's talk about something nice to end this year off before we call it today.
Swag money.
What's the best thing that happened to you guys this year? Let's have some positivity to end things off.
Hemorrhoids. You're gonna get hemorrhoids.
you gotta get the hemorrhoids, man.
There's gonna be an arc on Trash Taste. Has Gant got hemorrhoids?
The hemorrhoids arc.
I still do not have hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoid check. Has Gant have hemorrhoids yet?
Can Giga beat hemorrhoids?
It's like a coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb. Hemorrhoids versus Giga. Which one's which? We'll never tell.
What is the best thing that happened this year?
This year's gonna be a blur. I don't know about.
We've
how
done
you guys
so
think.
much, right? So it's like kind of hard to.
I will say.
I mean, you had your Thai wedding.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was this year.
That was January.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys got to experience my home country.
Yeah, we saw Thailand.
Fuck, that was so much fun. I'm still salty about the pad thai that you paid for.
I'm salty after I heard about it.
No, it wasn't bad though.
And
I definitely could have had better though.
You guys came to Australia as well, right?
Yeah.
I fucking love Australia.
Yeah. And we went to Wales for the Europe tour, so we all visited each other's home countries this year.
Well, we went to Cardiff.
Cardiff. It's not really Wales.
I mean, you guys went to Melbourne. It's
Do
not
you know my
Traders.
favorite memory from Cardiff is when we went to the castle.
Yeah.
And we met that Welsh guy who seemed oddly proud of how many times.
Oh, the
Wales
dude standing in front of the castle.
Yeah. This tour guy was like oddly proud of how many times this castle had been taken over and stormed, and
he's like, it's still standing there.
Wales is just that Goku meme where he's on fire and smiling. Like that is Wales. It's like, hey, we always get fucked, but we never leave. Because I think there's, around them at that period, there was a lot of countries that got taken over, especially in Europe, right?
Yeah.
And Wales is the one that was like, no, we lose, but we're staying. And they just kept getting fucked for millennia, and they were like, we're still here. What do you want?
Damn. It was pretty funny just how excited he was. Because like he found out we were doing the show in Cardiff, and he was like, oh, next time you should do a show in the castle. And I'm like, what? It could fit like 60 people in there. It's like, yeah, it'd be great.
It would be fun to do a show in a castle, or just anything in a castle. Castle is just cool.
Let's fuck in the castle. I don't know what else. I mean, we did so much traveling this year, and a lot of new countries as well, which was always hype.
I don't know. I just had a lot of fun. Doing all the cool streaming stuff this year, but it was a highlight for me. Just doing all that fun, crazy projects that I've been working on the year before.
Yeah, was the charity auction?
Charity auction was a huge hype for me. That was amazing. Yeah, that was really.
I genuinely it's been such a blurry year that I was like, was that this year or was that last year?
It was this year.
Fuck.
It was in June. Yeah.
We're getting to that point.
No, I swear to God, sometimes, I don't know if years are just getting longer for everyone or if just 3 months feels
You mean
like...
shorter? They're getting shorter, right? Because 2023 felt like it went by like that for me.
But also 3 months ago feels like a year ago for me, almost.
That's because we're doing a bunch of shit, Gaunt.
3 months ago, we were like on tour.
Yeah. Not even 2 months ago. It was October, bro.
Shit.
No, sorry. No, you're right. It was September.
No, it was
My
3
bad.
months. It
Yeah,
was 3 months. It
September.
was 3 months.
My bad.
Yeah, that felt like a year ago, man. I just...
I mean, the US tour was a year ago.
Yeah, that's true.
Which feels like 5 years
That feels
ago.
like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are years getting longer or shorter? I don't know. But this year it kind of felt like a blur, but it also felt...
There was no good games this year.
No good anime either.
I'm kidding.
There's no good anime, no good games. It was all a blur.
Shit
It
movies.
was
There were
shit.
no games this year. There were just no games.
Just none
Sorry,
at
go ahead,
all.
Gaunt. I interrupted your thought.
None at
I
all.
just thought it was a funny moment.
I was trying to think as well. Well, maybe, Connor, if you played Baldur's Gate 3 and not the fucking Suika game,
Game of the year.
you'd think that there were good
maybe
games. I
you're
mean,
right.
there were good games this year because Honkai Star Rail came out
fuck
this
off.
year.
It was a weird year. It felt like a year of continuation. I think that was the theme of this year.
Yeah.
In many senses. It just felt like an extension to the years prior of almost like recovering from COVID.
Yeah, in a way,
Yeah.
it was kind of just like people weren't really figuring out exactly how to get back into the swing of things because we had just come out of the whole COVID thing.
Oh.
No, that was last year, though.
No, but like it kind of ended early.
No, I feel like
last
it's
year,
still
right?
going. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like people are still mentally readjusting from that whole
Yeah.
period.
People are like, oh man, we were locked up for so long. How do we like life again?
Well, you know what the kanji of the year was for Japan? Every year they have a kanji that symbolizes the year.
What was it?
It was tax this year. for all the tax hikes this year. And so tax was the kanji of the year. And I'm not kidding. Tax was the kanji of the year.
That's so fucked up.
What the?
Because Japanese people are obviously like, motherfuckers raising the tax on us this year.
Yeah.
Is that serious?
Yeah, look it up. Last year, you know what it was?
What?
War.
No, it was fight. It
It was war the year before, correct?
was it war the year before? Mitsu. Oh no, so 2020 was Mitsu, which means to stay close because of COVID.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
2021 was king or gold because of the Olympics.
Oh, right.
2022 was Ikusa, which means war.
Ah, my bad.
Or to fight.
Missed two whole kanjis.
And 2023 was Ze, which is tax.
People, is there a reason why? I believe it's because of the tax hikes. They were a huge part of Japanese kind of meme culture as well.
Well, it's also probably because
all the
during
tax
COVID, Japan just got completely fucked up.
Have you seen the
Economy-wise.
ceremony of them writing this kanji? It's really it's very fun to watch. It's like a very, very,
Yeah, guy stands on the podium and he's like,
It's
this year's kanji is.
it's so intense. This guy just kind of like this really old man with this giant brush writes this beautiful kanji.
So Japan chooses tax as kanji of the year amid concern over cost of living. Has been chosen as Japan's word of the year in a reflection of growing public anxiety over the cost of living and impeding tax
I
rises.
feel like they've blown the load too early because I think it's only going to get worse. So they
yeah.
can't do
Yeah.
kanji 4 years in a row. Tax 4 years in a row.
That's what it was in the
No,
30s.
housing is next year. Housing is next year. Economy the year after that.
Do you think during the Great Sag it was just tax?
There's no money to tax.
Well, at least Taylor Swift was person of the year, right?
Yeah,
I
next
know.
year will be Swift. Like Hayai.
Did you hear about her interview that she gave after winning person of the year?
No. Did
So-
she say, I was born in 1989
What does this mean?
and then walked off?
What does this mean?
There's this meme of all of her concerts where like she starts off like, you know how like it's a very tropey thing to do for like
Yeah,
musicians to
she
be like,
says-
say some kind of like thing. Taylor Swift does it in a way which is just like, no disrespect, but it's just so incredibly corny. Where like, she would have like, one of her biggest songs is like,
You have now made an enemy of every Swiftie out there.
it's fine. I didn't give a shit. But like, the song Trouble.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I knew you were trouble when you walked
Yeah,
in.
yeah, I know that one.
There's this
Banger.
clip that's been going around TikTok of the way that she introduces that song. And there's so many parodies of it just being like, haven't you ever like been in a situation where you've met a guy at a party and you just knew that he was trouble? And then the song starts and it's just like, bro, come on. Like, can you do it in a way that's like a little bit more interesting, please? Like,
Yeah.
learn from Lady Gaga, man. Like, do something interesting with
I
it.
think it's almost terrifying to put so much fame on one person.
Yeah,
Oh, bro,
I
totally.
can't imagine. I mean, that's what she kind of talked about in her interview, which was,
Yeah, it's not her fault. I mean,
No, it's not her
she's
fault
being
at all,
honest,
no.
but it's terrifying.
I mean-
level of fame.
Just how it goes.
what I found funny was, she was talking about the whole thing that started with all the beef that she had with Kanye.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
And
Oh,
just
yeah.
like
Nearly
the
ruined her career.
how it nearly ruined her career. And then she ended it on.
Look
but
what
it's-
happened now.
and then she ended it on, but it's okay. Trash always takes itself out. Or something along those lines. And I was just like, I'm not a Swiftie, I'm not a Taylor fan.
Fucking
But
slay
holy
queen.
shit. Taylor, you did not need to go that hard. How long do you think she was like cooking that line?
Stop.
She was holding on to that line. She's like, I'm
Kanye's already dead.
I'm a win person of the year. I'm holding on to this line.
I wish it was. I wish it was true though. I wish it was true that trash took itself out. Trash people do not take themselves out.
No,
Trash
unfortunately
people
not.
persist. Some of the most persistent people, in fact, are trash.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
I mean,
unfortunately-
Kanye still has a fan base, even after all the shit he said,
yeah, man.
which is like insane to think.
coping on him.
Yeah.
People always on coke.
But he made
man.
graduation. It's my favorite meme.
It sucks because it's like, man, I don't even want to fucking talk about him because I'm like, this guy's a piece of shit. Let's just let his name become irrelevant. But some people always want to give weight to it because it's like watching a fucking car crash.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, it's more like reality TV. That's what it feels
it's car
like.
crash, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, a lot of people do the same with YouTuber drama as well, which has also been spicy this year as
They just
well.
don't see them as real people in a sense, right? Like they just see it as like a show.
I mean, if you
that they're
make a
enjoying.
fucking apology video with the ukulele, do you deserve to be seen as a real functioning human being?
I think that was genius. I think it was genius.
I completely forgot about
I'm
that.
just saying, man.
Because everyone remembers the apology, but nobody remembers
context.
the apology. Everyone remembers the ukulele. It's genius. What a
That was
masterful misdirection.
in a sense that was goaded.
Yes, the drama itself was the talk of the town for the week, but now all I ever think about is that funny ukulele bit she did. And yes, there's drama involved there, but I think that most people just remember it for the fucking song.
Yeah, being absolutely horrible.
It was iconic. We're never going to top that as a human civilization and apology. It's genius.
I don't know, man. Give YouTubers time to cook, and I think we're gonna find something new.
We'll find creative ways.
I mean,
Someone needs to write a book, a textbook apology, like how to handle these kind of situations.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna write.
How to make an apology video by Connor Cahoon.
No.
isn't that just called PR, which some YouTubers definitely need in their lives?
Yeah, totally.
PR's tough because everyone has an opinion and no one's right a lot of the time.
Sometimes all you can do is be wrong. It's just being less wrong.
Well, it's also in those kinds of situations, right? Like I feel no matter how powerful of a PR team you have, there's never a winning situation. Like it's always a lose-lose. You know, so it's just like I don't know, man. Just don't fuck up.
Hopefully. Well,
All right, gamers. Enough about the Swift nonsense. What are you doing next year? What's on the agenda? What do you think? What do you want to change next year? What do you want to do? What's the big thing?
what's the big thing? Are you talking about New Year's resolution?
What's your what do
New
you wanna
Year's
do?
goals, I guess, more than a
I
resolution.
want to. This year, I raised $950,000 for charity. I wanted to raise $1 million this year.
Congrats.
Well, I
Congratulations.
didn't make my goal, so I'm going to do it next
Still
year.
a shitload of money, bro.
I'm going to do it next year. Easy.
I want to play more Genshin next year.
My goal for next year my goal for next year is to start and finish the Trail series before Gone.
Why can't you guys have good goals?
That's a great goal,
No,
bro.
it's fucking terrible. Why do you get ripped, Jerry?
I
I don't want to get ripped.
Get ripped.
No, I'm good, man.
Give up trails. No trails.
I'm happy with how I look.
I do have a goal next year, but it is a secret, and I don't want to say it publicly yet because I know what happens when you talk about projects that
Yeah.
true.
you work on
all
in the
my
background.
actual goals, I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, because as soon as you say it,
Big
people
balls. I want big balls next year.
I'm getting a third testicle.
I'm gonna juice them up. I'm gonna
Massage them every day.
do ball stretching techniques.
My scrotum will be down on my knees, bro.
Okay, give me a superficial reward, just a little thing. Okay, because I think sometimes it's too easy to get lost in big accomplishments, right? We all do this, and we're all guilty of it, and it's something that I think is not helpful. What I think is more helpful is little things that you want to change next year. What is something small in your life that you want to improve on next year? That is just a small improvement on your daily life that you think will have better ramifications on your life.
I want to spend more time with friends and family.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the change that I've enacted. That's why I'm not doing many convention experience. We've talked about this. We've doing less traveling purely for work, and that gives me more time to travel for the stuff that I value.
Yeah, I want to cherish more of like my private life. I think like just kind of
nice.
Spend more time with obviously Aki, but also friends, family. Meet new people, go travel. Just stuff that isn't necessarily in front of camera. I guess, and because I feel like I've missed a lot of that being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What about you?
Yeah, same thing. Honestly, I feel like I haven't appreciated time with close ones as much. Trying to balance that time, but it's always tough. Balancing time
It
is
is
always
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think I got to that point where I want to focus more on exciting, generic kind of like YouTuber things in my career. I just want to focus more on like exciting projects that I have, put a lot of work and love into.
Creatively challenge yourself.
Yeah.
right?
That's
for sure.
I'm not going to say now, just because
Hey, man.
as soon as I say it,
It's gone. Yeah,
expectations
I know.
are going to come, and I'm not going to want to work.
Just
on
let
it.
him cook. Let the man cook.
Yeah. But that's as vague as I am willing to be about some of the shit that I've been working on.